Who should be in the Clair Obscur movie if it happens? So Sandfall Interactive signed a movie deal back in January with Story Kitchen to produce a live-action version of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I had to make this whole video because I know who needs to play Gustav, and I couldn't not say it, and I couldn't let the internet go by without knowing that it has to be this person. This man has to play Gustav, and that is Robert Pattinson. I know you're thinking it should have been Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox is the voice actor for him. And yes, those are your only two options. Those are the only two correct answers for who could play Gustav in the live action of Clair Obscur. It's either A, Charlie Cox because he was the voice actor, so he's the voice of Gustav. Everybody would absolutely freak out and lose their minds if he was Gustav. The one who does look exactly like Gustav is Robert Pattinson. So they have to get Robert Pattinson to play Gustav, and if not Robert Pattinson, it has to be Charlie Cox. So those are the only two correct answers, and anything else the film has to be boycotted. I heard Glenn Powell really wants to be involved in the Clair Obscur movie, and that's great. He's got good taste in stories and good ambitions. If he wants to be a Gestrel, or a Grandis, or an Expeditioner, like from Expedition 35 or 63 or any of those guys, totally fine with that. Glenn Powell, you want to come in? You want to be part of the Muscle Expedition 60? Oh, that'd be great. That would be great. You could be the muscle guy trying to get back to us. But he just needs to be kept away from the main cast. Sorry, Glenn Powell. Who do we have for Verso then? So I have three options here. Number one, Ben Starr. He was the voice actor for Verso. It's great. He looks close enough to Verso. You know, he doesn't look exactly like Verso, but he's close enough, and his voice would be there. Or again, Charlie Cox. If he's not playing Gustav, you could have him play Verso. If you had Robert Pattinson being Gustav and you had Charlie Cox being Verso, that would just be hilarious. That would be great. The other guy whom I could see being cast on looks for Verso, Charlie Vickers. He'd have to do back his like Halbrand hair from season 1 of The Rings of Power. Basically do the Verso hair, which is like long like Halbrand, and you know, the white stripe and everything for Verso. And that would be great. I think he could really do it. Those are your only three options for Verso though. Then we have Renoir. There's only one Renoir, and that would have to be Andy Serkis. He did the English voice, and he looks almost exactly like the character from the game. It has to be Andy Serkis to be Renoir. It just has to be. Moving on to another obvious casting for Aline, Marion Cotillard. I hope I said that right. Marion Cotillard. She has to be Aline. I mean, she would absolutely kill it. It'd be wonderful. Now, for the rest of these, I feel like some of them might need to be newbies. For Lune, I would say Jamie Chung or Jessie May Lee. For CL, I see Phoebe Dynevor from season 1 of Bridgerton. If not a newbie, my top 3 choices for Maëlle/Alicia would be Ruby Stokes, Millie Bobby Brown, or Sadie Sink. I'd be happy with any of those ladies getting cast as Maëlle. And if not any of those young ladies, she's so young, the character, that a newbie actress would probably be the best choice and the best thing to do. Monoko and Esquier, I think you should just leave the actors from the game as those characters, because they're gonna be, they're not people, so they're gonna be animatronics or CGI anyway. So I think just keeping their voices the same. Just keep those same voice actors as Esquier and Monoko, because they did great. The last 3 characters that we wouldn't see much of, but we'd still need to have in there, are Sophie, Clea, and Simon. Now, for Sophie and Clea, for Sophie, Ella Purnell. I know she doesn't want to get pigeonholed into only doing video game roles. I get it. But she's so good. For Clea, I keep trying to think of someone else, and I keep going back to Emma Watson. I mean, Emma Watson, she's got very French looks. And here's my big, I guess you could say, curveball casting, because it's out of the box a little bit. I think Simon should be played by Markiplier. He would be great. And the thing is, I don't even know if Simon would even get much camera time. Simon only has a little bit, but boy, is it an impactful bit. It took a month. It took me a full month to beat Simon. And that's it. This is my dream cast for the Clair Obscur live action movie, if they ever make one, if it ever does get off the ground. And if it does, I really hope they do it well. We have had some very good video game movies, but this game is so good and so complete on its own, and part of what makes it so good is the interactive element of playing the game and the turn-based combat. I feel like it would be very difficult to turn it into a film, but if they did, and they did a good job, and they didn't touch the soundtrack at all, we could have a winner. What do you think? Do you like my casting choices? Is there anybody you think of that comes to mind for any of these characters where you're like, oh, it's gotta be this guy, it's gotta be this girl. They can't have anybody else play this character. Have you heard any other updates yourselves on DLC or movie news? Please let me know below if you've heard anything else about the movie or the game or the DLC or anything. I'd love to anything. I love this game so much. Anything you have out there to share, please share it down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you like this channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.